Whatever, dude. We'll get out.
What's up, heavy metal listeners? This is Mischief Madness, and you are in the world of madness. And I'm here hanging out with almost the entire lineup of 4/5 of Bury Your Dead, and they just put on an amazing performance here at the Texas Independence Fest. The crowd went nuts, and they were singing along. They were jumping. So I mean, tell me, like, you guys are probably pretty sweaty right now, right?
Yes, still gross. I'm always gross though.
Saturated.
I could literally stand here and sweat. But I am very sweaty.
Yeah, it gets hot and then it gets breezy and then nipples have a problem with it. Chafed. You said Vaseline, I say cocoa butter.
Hey.
Hey. So quickly for the fans, you guys want to introduce yourselves?
Chris. Bubble.
My name's Slim. I play guitar.
Hi, my name's Mark, and I play drums.
Yeah. At least we know what two of the members play.
What do I do? I don't know. I guess.
Chris is guitar.
Take a guess.
Chris is a guitar, and Bubble.
Dum stick.
He plays 2 strings. He's got 5 on there, but he only needs the 2.
3. 2 if we're lucky.
2 if we're lucky. He likes to noodle. So he might use all 5.
They're all doing the same. Just in case one breaks, he just moves down.
Backup plan.
Awesome. So
the same string. 5 of the same strings. Just in case.
Bring it in a little closer, guys. Yeah. We have a lot of people in for this tiny little microphone. Okay. So you guys just played a fucking show, and I mean, the crowd is so happy to have you guys back. I mean, you guys took a little bit of a hiatus between. I think so. I mean, at least a year.
Yeah. I mean, it's been one of those things where, like, we as this lineup, which is our oldest lineup to date, with everybody who's available to play, and not just available, but like, this is the oldest lineup that this band currently has that's, you know, around, invested and or not busy with other incarcerated. You know,
and
so.
you had some old members come back.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, myself and Mark started the band. Chris Towning has been in the band for many 8 years. Bubble,
end of 2005,
10
6,
years.
like that. 10 years.
10. I mean, It's weird to be able to say anything like that because we don't normally. And then you feel dated. It's kind of like when you say how old, like when you graduated high school. You're like, yeah, I graduated in 2000. Oh shit. Yeah, 2002.
I'd like to say I never graduated.
No, you didn't.
I regret it. No, I don't.
You can always go back, man. Just get an online test. You're
35.
Because, you know, 75-year-old woman got her GED, and it was the happiest moment of that decade.
But you didn't hear me say I'm 35.
30.
So what's being said is it's never too late, right?
Exactly.
I'm probably gonna die soon.
What are you guys gonna do? Need a replacement?
Oh, they get those all the time.
Yeah.
This is the first time.
That's one of the things people know about us is that we're very good at finding other people that want to just come and hang out and play a couple shows.
There's been upwards of 20 members to this band.
Hey, why not?
Yeah, keep it going. You know?
Luckily, most of the majority of that was in the beginning, but
And then me and Slim in the end.
and then we were back where we started.
Yeah, this whole band has come pretty full circle from Jump Street. Like, the people have kind of stepped away from it, and then the majority of us that are here right now are fairly, you know, are, like I was saying, the longest running members, so it's awesome.
And you guys left Media Scare Records, and you're going solo now?
Media Scare was a one-off record for us. We were, you know, we did the record, and then we were basically free agents after the fact. Right now, I mean, there's potential talk of doing some new material in the future, which we never rule anything out, but
The last record was Mosh and Roll in 2011, and I mean, that was a good record. I mean, it was a lot of it was Kurt Vonnegut,
Vonnegut. Like we were saying, Matt, our singer, he's an avid fan of that guy's work, and not
obsessive. He gets obsessive when he likes something. Like, it's just like he goes full bore. Yeah, of course.
That's a horse. There's horses in the street.
Oh, fuck, there's horses.
I like to leave behind what I call road apples.
Road apples.
Wow.
Road apples.
Every time I come out on the street for an interview, Austin just amazes me with something new.
Something new?
Yeah.
Austin is by far, I will say with confidence, that my favorite city in Texas to come to.
Absolutely.
To just hang around in, to play anything. I mean, I came here in 2000.
It's like the Nashville of Texas.
Yeah, 2000 or 2001 with Blood Has Been Shed, and played South by Southwest, and it was like my first introduction to this area, and ever since that point, every time I see this on the routing or have an opportunity to come here, it's like, you know, definitely on the top of my list.
It's a lot more fun to come here with Bury Your Dead. My last band didn't do so well in Texas, but Texas loves Bury Your Dead, and we love coming here, so it's always been great.
So back to, so you guys are solo, kind of doing it yourselves now, or do you have a label?
We're just kind of, we're out. We're just floating. We're kind of running through this weekend, see how things go. We miss each other and we want to do stuff, and so, you know, we'll see where it goes. I mean, I think there's potential to do so. I know people want more music, new music, so.
Definitely.
Yeah, for us as a group, you know, like Bubble's busy doing, you know, All That Remains. Everybody's kind of got their own thing going on right now, and it's like, this is an opportunity for us to really kind of get away and hang out with each other as much as it is playing shows. This, for us, is an excuse, a really good excuse for us to just get back together and reacclimate with one another. And as far as new material is concerned, I mean, like I was saying, it's always a possibility, and definitely something where we're going to take these shows in stride and see how they go. And the responses have been great, so there's kind of really no reason at this junction to rule anything out, you know?
So 2016 marks the 10 years of Bury Your Dead's infamous Beauty and the Breakdown. So in hindsight, would you guys have done anything differently?
In what respect?
You tell me.
Would you change anything?
Would you
No,
change
because
anything?
you can't. It's hard to.
He probably would have had a different haircut. He had some pretty interesting blonde hair in that time period.
haircuts. But he could pick me out of a crowd, though.
Yeah.
This was a big record for us. We came off Cover Your Tracks in 2004. That was our first real record on a label.
Hey, calm down there, guy.
We came on. We went on a European label to put out our first record ever, which was awesome because that was like, we were like, yeah, we're on a label, this is great. And then Victory happened, and we were really happy with that. But we Cover Your Tracks, and then straight into Beauty and the Breakdown was just, Beauty and the Breakdown was kind of like our swan song.
So it was a massive step forward. I mean, Cover Your Tracks was pretty timeless, but then you get the Beauty, and it's just kind of that's the hole-in-one right there.
You know, what would be great to see would be a reunion tour of Beauty and the Breakdown. I think, you know, with you guys getting back together and trying to feel that vibe and trying to see where you guys are headed, it's always good to revisit the past. And, you know the fans will love it, they'd eat it up, and you would sell out every single night.
That's true. That's true.
Well, that was a big part of our lives, like that was the record that I joined the band and became close with everybody, and we had some really big tours that year. We did Family Values, and we did Kill Switch and a Heartache tour, and right. And that's kind of how we started getting into that world with Korn and Deftones and Stone Sour, and then going on to do Disturbed and Mudvayne, and those the kind of bigger, more exposed genres and whatnot. But it was a huge part of our lives, and it's cool to play these songs and experience that again. I mean, I didn't think it was going to happen again, and it kind of did, and it's been amazing.
Yeah, all of us grew up hardcore kids, playing shows and going to shows and listening to, that genre, but then all of us also were really into all the bands that we had a chance to play with, and I think moving forward into the Beauty and the Breakdown era of this band really kind of gave us the opportunity to move into that, like Bubba was saying, and really get a chance to meet, play with, become friends with all these bands. We also grew up listening to Deftones, Korn, Mudvayne, et cetera, et cetera. It's
pretty unheard of to have a band comes from pure hardcore underground to, it doesn't happen too often. Usually you're more of a metal based, or you have a gimmick, or masks or makeup or whatever the case is. But I know this band had a pretty long shot opportunity to get out to the more broader audience and hit with those mainstream bands and adapt as well. We played with all those bands and Five Finger Death Punch, and when they started coming out, and it was really cool because it was well received. It wasn't I don't know, people loved it. It clicked and it made sense, and they really enjoyed it. So
it's genre crossing, and the amazing part is you can listen to a new record that somebody put out, in the last year or 2 years or whatever, and our recording, the song style, everything still holds up to this day. A lot of bands were influenced by what Bury Your Dead was doing, 10 years ago or 12 years ago or whatever, and it's all right. And I think it's huge, and it's still relevant. Like I said, it holds the test of time, and it's classic. It's what literally, it's a classic hardcore record, and it's great.
We as a group of individuals, songwriters, whatever, just never really at the time would have thought that whatever it was that we were doing would still be relevant X amount of years, whether it be 10 or so years later, and hearing our friends, you know, throughout the years and even now today say like, wow, you know, this band's a lot like this genre of, or this era of your band, et cetera, and it's like, it's still like when you hear bits and pieces of a style that you know, kind of
pioneered,
watermarked to a degree, like you still, like, even without saying it, you just kind of hear it subconsciously, you're like, wow, like, you're still flattered by it. You're like, it's really fucking cool to hear other people still appreciate whatever it was that we were doing and still are doing, you know, like, and what we're about, you know, musically and otherwise. So it's really fucking cool.
Well, you guys, thank you so much for spending some time with me for this interview. This was great. I really hope you guys continue what you're doing. You know, we really love you and we support you, so keep at it.
We appreciate the support.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Thank you.
This is Mischief Madness. You just had some one-on-one time with Bury Your Dead. Keep it brutal.